Hey everyone, today's video we're going to open up this value pack or clearance box of 2021 Goodwin Champions. You have never seen me open this on my channel because I have never opened this before. It looks like we have a chance at some autographs and memorabilia from athletes worldwide. 7 cards per box, or excuse me, 5 cards per pack, 7 packs per box, 35 total cards. You can see it looks like some of the obviously highlights there would be a Tiger Woods Blaster exclusive. We've got turquoise parallels, all world basketball cards from every box, and LeBron James is on there. So if you don't know a lot about this, Upper Deck obviously makes Goodwin Champions, and it's just a lot of athletes from around the globe in all sorts of different areas. I usually shy away from this, and I'm not that interested in it, to be perfectly honest with you. However, when it's on clearance, I want to say this was $15. I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot. Hadn't picked up anything in a long time retail wise, so I just felt like I'd give it a shot, and we'll see if we get lucky or not. Looks like we have regular cards, splash of color, Goody, autographs, Impact Legends, Legacies, vintage stamps, museum collection, some relics. So all right, we'll give it a shot. I have never opened this before. Looks like we have 3 packs here, and we have 3 more with a little bonus silver pack there. I guess that's the 7th pack. Interesting way of doing that. But all right, here we go. 14 plus years. Goodwin Champions 2021. I have no idea if I'll recognize all these people or not. And if I don't, you know what? That is okay. It'll give me something to look up and try to learn a little bit. Okay, right off the jump, we have Vanessa Hansen, who is apparently a model. I do not know who Vanessa Hansen is, but she's a model of some sort from California. Gigs of GQ, FHM, Maxim, and Cosmo. Works as a ring girl at MMA matches. Okay, so maybe she's like one of the people on UFC fights would be my guess. All right, Vanessa Hansen, there you go. Not a bad start. Sarah Pavan, beach volleyball player from Canada, it looks like. Looks like we got a golfer here, Matthew Wolff. He's not on the PGA Tour anymore. He's on the Live Tour. He was supposed to be one of the hot shots whenever he first broke onto the scene in the PGA. It was him, Colin Morikawa, and Victor Hovland, and no one knew which one of those 3 would be the big star. And obviously Hovland and Morikawa have lived up to the hype, and Matthew Wolff unfortunately has not, and now he's on the Live Tour. And if you pay attention to golf, his team captain is Brooks Koepka, and he has not necessarily said good things about him, and said that they're basically playing with only 3 people on their team because Wolff is such a liability. Speaking of golfers, there's Bryson DeChambeau, also on the Live Tour, who's made quite the ruffles throughout the golf landscape, and Jonathan Kuminga for the Golden State Warriors now. Oh man, that corner is destroyed, but they're from the DRC, Democratic Republic of the Congo. He's a beast basketball player, he says. They drafted him really high, I believe, in the first round. He just has not lived up to the hype yet, but Jonathan Kuminga is a name that I know. So first pack, I knew all of them except for the model, the ring girl, Vanessa Hansen. We'll see if pack 2 is better. Uh-oh, looks like we have a snowboarder. I'm going to have no clue who this is. Oh, Toby Miller. I have heard of that. Toby Miller, snowboarding. I believe that's an American snowboarder. Yep, Mountain Lakes, California. Won bronze at the X Games, gold and silver at the Dew, and silver at the U.S. Grand Prix. All right, not bad. We'll cover up DeChambeau. Josh Giddey, obviously for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And from Australia, really nice. Whoa, so we got something really cool. Let's cover that one up. Red Gerard, snowboarding. We got 2 snowboarders. I have not heard of him, from Ohio. Okay, good for him. Red Gerard, no clue who that is. Another Jonathan Kuminga, back-to-back Jonathan Kuminga packs. What is up with that? Is there a difference? Card number 35, card number 85. Okay, whatever. We have 2 Jonathan Kumingas. And why does this one say he's 6'6" and 210, and this one says he's 6'8" and 225? I don't really know what's going on with that. But okay, whatevs. Jonathan Kuminga hot pack, or hot box, coming in. Josh Giddey. And, oh, this one is really cool. Looks like a playing card. It is a Thump. I have no idea what this is. Thump the Gorilla. This looks like a Pokemon card. A 6 of Hearts. I literally have no idea what that is. So if I look back on the box, splash of color. I don't know if this is splash of color. I have no idea. This can't be splash of color. I really have no idea. Who knows? I'll have to look that up because that is bizarre. It looks like a playing card, and it looks obviously like a Pokemon card, but I don't even know who Thump the Gorilla is. Someone, if you're out there in comment land and you know who that is and what it's for, please let me know because I am clueless. Next pack, we'll pick this up a little bit. Elliott Sloan, skateboarder. Do I know anything about Elliott? Nope, but looks like he's having a good time. Look at him. Tongue out, celebrating, got all tatted up there. Elliott Sloan, skateboarding, New York, New York. Racked up medals and big air, featured in videos with Tony Hawk. Okay, well, that's quite an accomplishment. Adrian Wojnarowski, big-time NBA insider, one of the biggest reporter names for NBA coverage. Oh, there's the splash of color. You can see how the Goodwin Champions, and obviously the background has that rainbow design. Kamala Harris, the Vice President of the United States. Very cool, and it does say splash of color on the back, Kamala Harris. We have Sarah Winter, who's a model. I can't say I know anything about Sarah Winter, but it looks like she's holding a golf putter, so maybe she is a golfer. Professional model and pageant competitor, represented Canada on the world stage. Also an avid golfer. Okay, so we have another golfer. And Sahith Theegala, he is also a golfer and on the PGA Tour and is a very, very good player. I've watched some pretty cool things on him on various golf tournaments that I've watched. I like Sahith Theegala. He was a rookie a couple years ago, and he plays a lot of tournaments, and he's starting to do pretty well. I think he's won a couple. Oh, speaking of winning, Coco Gauff, wasn't she the winner of the U.S. Open tennis tournament, I think, this past summer? Could be wrong about that. But Coco Gauff is one of the most popular American tennis players there is. Speaking of Colin Morikawa earlier, when I brought up Matthew Wolff, one of my favorite golfers. In fact, he might be my favorite golfer. Very cool. I like Colin Morikawa. We'll put him over here. We have another one. Look at this. It says golf, and this is obviously a female golfer. Lexi Thompson, I have heard of her. And that is a pretty cool card. It says G3 Goody. Oh, I guess it's the Goody parallel, which it says is 1 out of 6. 1 out of 6. She is one of the, or at least was one of the best female golfers. I don't know if she is anymore. We'll cover up Wojnarowski there. We have Melissa Humana Paredes, who's a beach volleyball player, probably not from the United States. And then another Coco Gauff. Yeah, she's Canadian. And then another Coco Gauff. Again, two. I don't really know the difference. One card 62 and one's card 17, and this one is torn up on the back as well. That is unfortunate. Maybe that's why it is discounted. Its box is kind of beat up a little bit. All right, we got 3 packs to go. I got to pick the speed up here. We're 8 minutes in. All right, next one, Lexi Thompson again. Did not know there was going to be this many repeats. Lexi Thompson, obviously, the very cool card we saw there just to the side. Darius Garland, I've heard that name. I can't remember who he plays with in the NBA. Played at Vanderbilt. Selected 5th overall by Cleveland. Okay, so the Cavaliers. I don't know if he's still on their team or not. Chloe Kim, I have heard that name. U.S. Olympic snowboarder. Very cool. We got a baseball player, Bayron Lora. Finally a baseball player. He was with Texas, right? I don't know what or what level he's playing at right now in the Texas organization, but I do remember him being a hot release in Bowman a couple years ago. Mojave King. Don't know anything about him. Basketball from New Zealand. Okay, fair enough. Born in 2002, so that makes him about 20, 21 years old right now. I can't say I know if he's in the NBA or not. I don't recognize that name. All right, we are getting down to the nitty-gritty here. The final few. Colin Morikawa is probably my favorite base card so far. We have the splash of color there with Kamala Harris. And then we have these two, the one Goody parallel and this other strange playing card parallel with a gorilla on it. So I have no idea where it came from. Oh, we have Carlos Colmenares. He's for Tampa Bay, right? There's Molly McGrath, media personality. I don't know who you are, Molly McGrath, but your name sounds familiar. ESPN, okay. Attended Boston College. There's another Adrian Wojnarowski, NBA reporter. Seen him for the second time. Here's another splash of color. Paul Bissonnette, media personality. I have no idea who you are, Paul. But you are popular co-host of the Spittin' Chicklets podcast. Okay, left winger in the NHL. That makes sense. Spitting chiclets, so you're like spitting your teeth out. So we have 2 splashes of color. We'll cover up Kamala Harris. And there's Joe Biden, President of the United States. Card number 2 from Scranton, Pennsylvania. Joe Biden. And there's another baseball player, Carlos Colmenares. I believe he is with the Tampa Bay Rays, if I remember correctly. Venezuelan. I'm 99% sure he's with Tampa Bay and starting to make some strides towards the major leagues as well. All right, final pack is this bonus silver pack. I have no idea what's going to be in here. Oh, these are the turquoise parallels, and we have one kind of foil one I can tell at the back. They're shiny a little bit. So we have another Carlos Colmenares. Colmenares, maybe. I'm not saying that correctly. Turquoise parallel number 1. We've already seen the back of his card. I won't show it. We have a Paige Spiranak. She's like a golfer who's like a big social media person, like Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition. Just really has been famous more so for her things off of the golf course than on the golf course. I don't know if she plays that much competitively anymore. We have Woo Hyo, Street Baller. Why didn't I know Street Baller's got cards, but apparently More Free, he goes by that name. Chinese street ball legend. Very cool. All right, good for him. I've never heard of him. Maybe I have to look him up. Bree Baker is a chef. I thought these were all athletes, but I guess not. We have a chef, Master Chef in 2019, and then built her Plating Queen brand out of Dallas. Okay, good for you, Bree Baker. Don't know anything about you. And then finally, we have a kind of foil card here of Carlos Allison, basketball player, maybe for Spain. That kind of looks like Spain's colors, maybe Portugal. Oh, no, it is Spanish. And he's one of the Goodwin champions for basketball. We saw that at the very, very beginning when I looked at the odds. So there you have it. So, I mean, I don't know if this is everybody's cup of tea, but if you kind of have an affinity for lots of different sports and you're a person who enjoys different just popular figures in all sorts of sporting areas, whether it's athletes or podcasters or insiders. Overall, my favorite card is probably the Colin Morikawa. I really don't know much about all these others, but it was kind of fun to open. So if you made it 12 minutes, thank you so much. If not, that is okay as well. And if someone knows anything about what this 6 of hearts with the Thump the Gorilla is, please let me know because I am clueless. See ya.